Hey everybody, welcome back to Divinity Original Sin. We're back to continuing some of these side quests that we did not complete last time. So, let's look into this. Ooh, a blank earth scroll.
A dead dragon? Who could have bested one of Rivellon's most ancient creatures?
I'd wager someone or something made mad and mighty by Source.
So we're on the hunt for something capable of taking out not one, but two dragons.
Delight of delights.
Oh, wow! You haven't been pinched in half or drowned. Does that mean you're brave enough to help Desdemona? She sure misses Samson.
Do you suppose that
Oh.
what destroyed those dragons?
How can I suppose anything with those eyes sizing me up like so much rump roast?
Oh shit!
It's drawing water from the sea.
It'll use it against us unless we can stop it.
Why can't I aim? What? Oh shit. Okay. Hold on. Let's go back. Because we have a problem already. Okay, we need to switch up our weapons. Ooh. Let's see here. What's probably best for this creature? Which one were we doing? I don't even remember. we've got a few things to identify. Oh, it's a bow. Damn it. Okay, think we're set. Took a little longer to set up than I thought, but we got it.
A dead dragon? Who could have bested one of Rivellon's most ancient creatures?
I'd wager someone or something made mad and mighty by source.
Well, it's definitely source involved. I don't know if you would call it someone. Probably something,
So we're on the hunt
yeah.
for something capable of taking out not one, but two dragons.
Delight of delights.
Arguably three, because, over here, I would argue that's a third dragon. Let's quick save so that way in case we lose, we can just, in case the weapons were the wrong choice, we're set.
Do you suppose that's what destroyed those dragons?
How can I suppose anything with those eyes sizing me up like so much rump roast?
It's drawing water from the sea.
It'll use it against us unless we can stop it.
Stance of the staunch!
We were ready this time, biatch. Can't do anything about that. Hell yeah. Look at that. That's how it's done.
yourself a meal.
Sam's collar!
What's that gleam?
That's right, that's why we were down here. Now I remember why we went all this way. We had to get Sam's collar down here.
Well, what's this I've spotted?
Your flesh. Why, you're positively radiating. It's been years since a warm blood has wandered through these caverns. An utterly lovely sight.
I've met Samson's ghost at the lighthouse. He is filled with regret after having purposefully sunk your ship.
He could never. You mean to say he left us to those savage waters on purpose? I can't believe it. And yet, if what you say is true, well, I must meet him in any case. To the lighthouse, you said? Fine.
Alright, we got Sam's collar. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, let's go ahead and go back to Northgate. Go see Sam, give him his collar.
What's with you, bipeds and beer? No better drink than milk.
You used to be called Oscar, didn't you?
Oscar, you say? I haven't been called Oscar in ages. Boy, does that bring back memories. It's the name the ship's cook gave me when I was but a kitten. I remember him rewarding me with bacon every time I caught another rat. And I remember listening to a fellow called Ebenezer, who used to tell me the wildest stories.
What can you tell me about Ebenezer?
A strange bird, that one. Used to indulge in every pleasure of life like there was no tomorrow. Guess there was no tomorrow for him, come to think of it. He would talk everyone's ears off about the delights of fine dining, his fascination with new fashions, about the elation of lovemaking, and so on and so forth. To me, though, never suspecting his revelation would be stored in my mind, he'd whisper of the shadow sides of his indulgent character. Fine dining, yes, on human flesh even. New fashions, sure, even if they meant the annihilation of a species for its hides. Lovemaking, indeed. But sometimes the girls were very young and suffered delicate tortures. Some died in his special chambers, but would still be used. A strange bird, as I'm sure you'll agree. If he were a bit smaller, I might have caught him like I would a sparrow and rid the world of his hidden evils.
About Maxine.
Ah, so there's the rub. I am but a stray, and she is the mayor's cat. Oh, I do understand her, I do. She wants a Tom of means, not privation. One who brings home the sardines and the occasional halibut. Would that I still had my collar. Such a marvel it was, as bejeweled as the night sky with precious stones, said to have once been worn by a far-off Maharaja's best hunting cheater. Like the king of all cats I looked when I wore it. A gift bestowed upon me by a princess whom I had kept company during a long and perilous voyage. A precious band of gemstones, lost as I was tossed around by the waves like a ball in a game of catch. Among the waves it remains, I imagine. Won perhaps by a crab who fancies himself a Caesar with it. If only I could be the Caesar again, and Maxine my Caesarina. Winking whiskers! You found my collar? Oh, thank you! Bless you! I shall don it right this instant, and hie me to Maxine as fast as my paws can carry me. You have made me the happiest cat in the world! Indeed you have!
Well, let's follow him, so we can see the resolution to this plot.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many chases.
Maxine, my love, look at me. I'm wearing it. The collar I told you about. The one you told me was but the fancy of a dream. Here it is. A band of jewels, such as no one in Cyseal has ever beheld.
Dear me, that choker looks absolutely fabulous on you. Simply smashing. I can't believe it's real. Oh, darling Sam, you are a Tom of Means after all.
That I am, my little tigress. Behold my true collar, and marry me. Make me yours, and my very life I shall dedicate to your happiness.
Oh, what a passionate puss you are, my darling Sam. As impetuous as ever. But indeed you do seem to have the right and reason to be. Oh, I shall hold you in suspense no longer. Yes, my dear Sam, I will marry you.
With a word, you have stopped my heart and set it beating anew with untold vigor. Come, my love, my lean-tailed lady. By the fire of the hearth, let us lie and purr the night away.
Yay!
And so Sam's story has a happy end after all.
There was quite a bit of troubled water to be crossed, but in the end, Maxine turns out to really love him.
Does she, though? She said yes the instant she saw the jewels in his collar. If it weren't for his wealth, she wouldn't give him the time of day.
And I will let you, the viewers, decide if you think there's more to it or not. Oh, wrong one. I meant to go to the desolate farm. There we go, desolated farm. Because that brings us closer to the lighthouse, where we can continue the lighthouse quest and wrap that one up too. Look at us wrapping up all these side quests. Make sure we're going the right way. Yeah, we are. Okay. Desdemona, my love, I should have known you would never betray me. I should have known your love to be as constant as the sky. Madness took hold of my heart, and with razor nails scratched murderous intent into its depths.
And yet, look at us now. Not even death could impede our reunion. I beg of you, my love, forgive me. With but a word, you can heal my heart, efface the scars that lunacy left there. Forgive me, my wife, my own. Forgive me.
You've heard the whole story by now. Perhaps you can help me settle my mind. Half of me is furious, and the other half is utterly enraged. What do you think of my murderer husband?
Samson is truly repentant. Desdemona ought to forgive him so they can both move on.
Repentance or no, Samson, in a fit of jealousy, committed many souls to the depths. He deserves no forgiveness.
What benefit will Desdemona gain from refusing to forgive Samson? All you're doing is asking them both to suffer.
If you're so forgiving, I should be able to throw you against ocean rocks and expect a hug afterwards. Yes?
All right, we'll do it your way.
Right you are. This cur deserves no more of my forgiveness than the devil himself. Away from me. For good this time.
Break I have sowed, and heartbreak I must reap. Come, eternity. Let loneliness be thy instrument of torture. Regret I rack. It is no more than I, blackest of souls, deserve. For it was love itself that I yielded to the waves.
I worry about seeing you in the next life, but I'm certain you alone will be banished to hell. Goodbye forever, Butcher.
I need a moment to reflect. Gods! What's become of me? I never thought I'd count myself among the cold-hearted.
Compassion indeed seems rather less important to you of late.
Alright. Next is the Preacher of Earthly Delights. Actually, let's not do that one yet. Can't do Wild Woman and the Renegade yet. Expedition Burial Mounds? Let's see. Met the archaeologist Wolfram, sole survivor of the expedition sent by Lieutenant Selenia. Oh yeah, we gotta go to Lieutenant Selenia. That's right. I think she's at the North Gate.
Good luck out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond Cyseal's ramparts.
Well, thought she was around here.
Now, where's my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, there it is.
I'm overheating here. Baking like a cake.
I promise! French apple pie!
Ah, there you are.
Source Hunter. A sight for sore eyes, if ever there was one. I know you're probably knee-deep in that awful murder investigation, but truth be told, the Legion could use your help as well. We've been conducting a series of expeditions into undead territory, and I'm afraid I must admit they've met with very little success. Lieutenant Selenia at your service. I'm Captain Aureus' second in command, but rest assured I am a lot more kindly inclined towards source hunters than he is. Now, I certainly don't mind a bit of healthy competition and even rivalry between our orders, but I, for one, have no intention of looking a gift horse in the mouth. And that is exactly what your presence in Cyseal is, Source Hunter. A gift and a blessing. Only heroes such as yourself can make a true difference in this troubled part of the world. Such is my honest conviction.
Alright, let's discuss the
This cannot be. Can it? You have found one of the sources of the undead and sent it back into oblivion. But that is fantastic. Never have I seen such heroism. Hope breaks through after 2 years of absolute darkness. Cyseal remains under threat, yes, but finally it has been proven even the dead can be vanquished. To think, Theliron too was behind these horrors all along. A man who treated the wounds I obtained in battle, who comforted me when my agony was great. Such a pity. Cyseal is in your debt, Hunter. I, and the Legion too. Brachus Rex is dead, and no one but you could have done this glorious deed.
I'd like to talk about some matters concerning the Legion.
I shall be very glad to share what information I can give you.
Let's discuss the expeditions into hostile territory you mentioned.
If ever we want to be victorious in Cyseal, we have to track down the root of the undead uprising. Under the Pact of Volunteers, 3 expeditions were launched to do just that. But so far, none of their participants have returned. 3 landmarks were chosen for further investigation. The lighthouse, the burial mounds, and the old church. Places fraught with danger all.
Well, regarding the lighthouse...
Crikey! So, there truly were undead about the lighthouse, and ghosts to boot. Did they overcome my legionnaires, I wonder? So far, not a single one has returned.
So, about the burial mounts.
There are ancient burial grounds to be found north of the city. As good a place as any to start looking for necromancers, wouldn't you say? A local archaeologist offered to tag along with the men. Here's hoping his knowledge on the subject may prove to be of use to them. My legionnaires, they all perished? How fate has treated them wantonly. And if it weren't for you, the archaeologist would surely have died as well. He has much to be thankful for. Were that I had.
Well, let's discuss the old church.
There's a church to the northeast of here, built atop the very place where once stood a temple dedicated to the Source. The Cysealians razed it, and built a church for the 7 instead, supposedly to symbolize the victory of the gods over evil sorcery. All superstitious mumbo-jumbo, if you ask me. But when the dead rose, that is when they were first spotted. Hence the expedition. For 2 years, all news has been bad news. And clearly nothing has changed. More dead, more undead, and more letters to write home to grieving widows and widowers. Still, I thank you for telling me, Source Hunter. Knowledge is better than uncertainty.
You mentioned a pact you made with your legionnaires.
So I did. The Pact of Volunteers. Many legionnaires will do whatever it takes to go home, which is why I personally sign their transfer orders the moment they make it back from a mission behind enemy lines. The chances of survival during these sorties are only about 1 in 10, you see. So my soldiers are free to volunteer, and if they are successful, they just bought themselves a boat ride home.
I'll take my leave. Alright, we got a bunch of stuff done, as well as managed to actually level up in the process. So that's actually the perfect place to end for today. So, thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and if you really like our content, check out the Patreon, which is linked down below, where you can watch our content before it's released publicly on YouTube. Also, be sure to check out our Discord, which is also linked down below, so become part of our community, and I will see you all next time. Have a good one. Bye.